CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Navage.
I'm Steve Kathan. Dramatic testimony at a double murder trial.
Mr. Goodman, I didn't shoot my wife or my son anytime. Ever.
The defendant, disgraced attorney Alec Murdaugh, on the stand in his own defense.
I would never intentionally do anything to hurt either one of them. Ever.
If convicted in South Carolina, he faces a possible death sentence. He also faces other counts, including some that allege he stole from clients. The NTSB has released preliminary findings of its investigation into the toxic train wreck in East Palestine, Ohio, indicating a wheel set and bearing may have overheated before the derailment. That and other evidence is still being examined. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is at the scene today.
While we will, of course, wait for their analysis and recommendations at the end of the full process to make certain judgments, we will not wait for that process to run its course to continue doing everything that we can to raise the bar on rail safety.
A massive winter storm still an issue in the upper Midwest, with snow, frigid wind chills, about 62 million people under warnings and winter weather alerts, facing travel nightmares too. CBS's Christina Raffini is in Minnesota.
Blizzard conditions caused more than 100 crashes across the state, prompting this warning from officials.
Avoid travel the next few days.
The February front stranded thousands of Americans at airports across the country.
We've changed our flights 3 times, and now this is going to be the 4th.
Wind speeds hit up to 50 miles an hour in some parts of the country, knocking down trees and power lines.
Well, sentencing shortly in Southern California for a disgraced Hollywood kingpin convicted of rape. CBS's Steve Futterman in L.A.
Harvey Weinstein faces up to 18 years in prison. He's already serving a 23-year sentence following a similar trial in New York. Weinstein, who's now 70, could spend the rest of his life behind bars.
FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is now facing 4 new fraud charges, accusing him of cheating investors out of billions. There are now 12 counts in the indictment against him. The government says the economy grew at a 2.7% annual rate over the final 3 months of last year. CBS's Jill Schlesinger says that's revised lower from the first estimate of 2.9%.
The downward revision was due to less consumer spending than originally thought. For consumers, the pullback on spending allowed them to save a little bit more. In the second estimate, the personal savings rate rose by 0.5 percentage point to 3.9%.
The Dow is down 200 points. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.